In the spirit of the new year, let's talk about personal development goals for 2024. Whether your goals are concrete or related to emotion, therapy can play a pivotal role. A therapist can help you create SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Not sure where to start? A therapist can guide you through stress management, anger management, and various challenges that you might be facing. Now, let me tell you about our sponsor, BetterHelp. They've made starting therapy easier and less intimidating. With over 30,000 therapists in their network, BetterHelp matches you based on your needs, preferences, and location, providing a wide range of expertise. To begin your journey, fill out a questionnaire about your challenges and therapist preferences. In most cases, BetterHelp matches you with a therapist within 48 hours. Plus, you can choose phone calls, messaging, or video chat, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Scheduling is a breeze, and if you ever feel your therapist isn't the right fit, switch with a click of a button at no additional cost. No need to break up with your therapist and start the search anew. Join over 4 million people who've used BetterHelp to start living a healthier, happier life. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/JMC. That's betterhelp.com/JMC. Clicking that link helps support this channel, and it also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. Remember, therapy is about your well-being, and BetterHelp is here to support you every step of the way. Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Take care of yourself, and here's to a year of growth and positive change.
If you want to do it, I truly believe you want to do some shit. Because if you want to do something, like, you're going to make it happen, whether it's hard or not. Like, whether you gotta move certain things around to, like, you're going to make it happen. Like today, like, again, I had a video earlier. I was woofing earlier. Like this is a fresh cut I got today.
Okay.
And then this right now. So this is like, if you want to do something, I truly believe you're going to get it done.
Okay, so this is a dope experience for me because, like, I don't know you at all, dog. We just met literally right now. You reached out on Instagram. I was going through the messages. I'm assuming you saw something I shared and you reached out. So I know you mentioned acting, you mentioned directing videos. You just talked about a podcast situation. So break down for me, like, what it is that you do.
All right, so basically, I'm in the entertainment industry.
Okay.
My main focus is acting. That's basically what I want that number one thing to be.
Yeah.
But I also do direct videos. I'm not gonna say acting is my number one, because I always say acting and directing videos is like my two. I got equal love for them both.
Okay.
But that's mainly what I do. That's my main focus. And I'll say I've probably been acting for, I believe, September will probably be my 2-year mark. Of acting.
Okay.
And I've been doing videos since maybe the summertime.
Okay. Like so this is somewhat not fresh, but you mean you're just getting going.
Yeah.
What was it about it that like what intrigued? What part of it intrigued you? Was it the acting first, and then the music direction?
Yeah, it was the acting. It was the acting first. Honestly, like it wasn't like I was just like a childhood actor, or I always wanted to be one, like my entire life.
Yeah.
Nah, it was just like it spurred off of an event that happened in my life. That was what made me want to like jump, like take this leap of faith.
Yeah.
Came from me losing like a friend from high school.
Okay.
And then I'm not gonna go too far into it,
sure.
but that was what made me like take this leap. It also was honestly a dream.
A dream of acting?
Happened, it was a movie. The dream was about a movie that I'm actually writing right now.
Okay.
And it wasn't even like this a dream I had one day. It was that one, and then I had the same exact dream the next day. So when I woke up, I was like, and this is maybe like 2 weeks after like he passed.
Okay.
It was maybe 2 weeks after he passed, and I was like, all right, like, let's do it.
Yeah.
I honestly woke up, I said, so let's do it. Like, I didn't even know what that meant but I know for a fact, I know to be creative. I know how to like want to like put things out there to bring something to life. And I was like, let's do it. Like I'm started writing it out, and then I was like, instead of writing it, I want to be in this movie.
Yeah.
And then I started like looking things up, basically like how to be an actor for dummies, basically, because I had no idea what I was doing. I just went on the computer. Anything. I was looking up agency, acting classes, casting. I had no clue what I was doing at all. But I just kept on going, and then it took me a while to get any type of hit, like to get anything like going for me at all. And I was about to give up because I had nothing from it at all after a few months. And then right before I was about to give up, I get a phone call, random number, it's a random unknown number. I picked it up. Hey, this is so-and-so from Plaza 7 agency. We seen that you wanted to audition for our agency. And I was like, you remember that? And she was like, remember that? I was like, yeah, I remember that. I don't remember that.
Yeah, you gotta fake it till you make it.
So she was like, yeah, can you come in to the studio to audition for us? I was like, yeah. So again, ain't practice at all.
Yeah.
Ain't know nothing. So I went there the following week. I was new, and she could tell I was new. So I did the audition, right? And then we had a conversation. She said, I like you, but it's obvious that you're new. She said you're talented and you can act, but it's obvious that you're rough. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a script to take home to practice it. And then we send me a recording and send it back. And then I'll say if you want to do it, we want to bring you in or not. So I did it. I called my one auntie up. She was an acting coach. She was an actor basically her entire life. And this isn't even like an auntie that like I was like mad close with, or like this is like the ones that you just see on holidays, like those. So I didn't think she was even gonna say yeah. I thought like she was gonna make up an excuse or say it's not a good time, or I'll get back to you, basic stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, but honestly, she said yes right away, and I do not talk to her. So I was surprised. I was happy, but I was surprised.
Yeah.
So we on Zoom. We was on FaceTime. It was either Zoom or FaceTime. She's going over with me the script, and bro, I was ready to give up because the first word was introducing, and she's a perfectionist. There's so many ways you can say introducing.
I was about to say, yeah.
So many ways you can say introducing, bro. And then I'm about to like, yo, I'm saying introduce. She said no. Introduce. I'm saying I was already saying like Spanish introducing, like like. So we eventually get it down. I send the video in, and then I get a phone call randomly like 2 days later. She said, hey, I spoke to my partner and she liked you. And then she said, do you want to work? So it was like, that was when I got my first agent. That was when I got my first agent.
So, my assumption is, and I know you said you didn't want to dive into it, but that experience of losing your friend, was he wanting to act, or was it just the fact that you had that experience pushed you to follow something? It was
the push.
Okay.
Because we were old high school friends. Like, this is like somebody I hung out like every day for I would say about a year. Like, we was close, and then we fell off around senior year. And then I'm not gonna lie, it was on me. It was my fault, because I knew, like, you know how like when you're trying to do something, you gotta fall back from your friends a little bit.
Yeah.
At a young age, I didn't know how to express that.
Okay.
So I kind of just like dipped off.
Okay.
It was nothing against him. I just dipped off. And so we kind of fell off since then. We wasn't cool, but I also had mad love for him.
Mm-hmm.
So after he passed, it was like, I was like, I know I want to be something, so I had to dip off, right? And after he passed, I knew the reason, like, why we stopped being friends. And then I wasn't even doing the things that I want to do for why we stopped being friends. I was like, all right, like, I know why I gotta do this now.
Yeah.
Like, so I had all the motivation in the world, and then that dream happened. That was when I started going into acting, because it honestly, again, I did not just want to be an actor my entire life. All this really was because of a dream I had.
That's what my next question, because you said your auntie is an actor.
Yes.
So so it runs in the family.
Yes.
But it wasn't on your radar until you had this dream. The passing of your friend, really, everything kind of like lined up to put you in this position where you just said, "The hell with it, I'm gonna go for it."
Yeah.
But you're green. So one of the things you said that not that I can relate to, because I'm not an actor, but I hear these stories where it's like there's different ways you can say introduction. So it's like people don't realize, like, they think acting's easy until it's down to the nitty gritty work and the science behind it. And it's like there's different ways to say a phrase, to say a word, to play off an emotion without using words, the skill that it takes. So it's a lot of work, I'm sure. Like, not talent is in there, but you also have to really, is that something that you're learning? Like, was that something that surprised you, that came naturally for
all
you?
the technicalities,
timing and all that shit, you know what I mean?
Yes. It actually was. Again, I told you, but I said introducing was the very first word. I said introducing a million different ways.
You introduced it many different ways.
I introduced it in many different ways, and I just I could never get it right. And like, so you really gotta. It's hard because you really gotta believe it.
Yeah,
and you gotta say a certain, like, you can say introducing, but you gotta know why you're saying introducing. You gotta know who you're saying introducing to, for it to really be the correct way, like, to get it across.
Yeah. When your aunt's helping you, you said that you didn't really have much of a relationship with her. You were surprised that she agreed.
Yes.
What has the relationship with your auntie been like since? I know there's this mutual now, like, bonding, I guess you want to call it that, but like, have you guys had a closer relationship, or is it still the same?
Yeah.
I see the look on your face. You're like,
no, nah. It grew. The look, because unfortunately she passed.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't know that.
You're good. She passed a little before last Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but that relationship did grow. A lot, because we were like back and forth, like we were always like talking.
Yeah.
Like, she would have shared random things. Like, she was making her own sushi. She's a black woman. She isn't like what you know about sushi? Yeah. But like, she would like share like what she was doing throughout the day, like, with me and stuff like that. But she was a very, very important person to me, like, for me to keep going, because she was the only person I could actually say, like, was the first person that said, "I believe you can do this."
Okay.
She was the very first person that said, "I could believe you can do this," and those words meant so much to me.
Yeah.
So much to me. So
you've got a couple experiences that are kind of symbolic in a way with your journey, in a way where it's people that inspired you one way or another, but they're no longer here. Where are you right now? You said that we were talking when you walked in, but like, what are you actively project-wise? Are you actively involved in a project right now? Or what's the deal there?
I mean, I'm not actively I would say I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm working, but I'm not actively involved in a project. I still got things I'm working on. I want to like build up and things to do.
Yeah.
But I'm not actively involved in a project right now. No.
What's the grind like? Like
waking up every day on a mission.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
It's waking up every day on a mission. That's a very great feeling. A very great feeling, because like, you got to feel like you got a purpose.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'll say, because like, you go to sleep, and then like, as you're closing your eyes, you're thinking about what you want to do the next day. So as soon as you wake up, you know exactly what you want to do the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would say, we was talking about like the people, like the events I experienced. I'm turning on silent. Sorry about that.
It's all good, man. I didn't even hear it. Yeah. Let me check mine. I just realized I don't know if I checked mine either.
All right, so yeah,
I'm good.
So those like events. like those, like the people I lost, those are very important of why I keep going.
Okay,
like this isn't really about, oh, I'm just trying to be a movie star, I'm just trying to be a famous director. No, this is about my purpose.
Yeah,
this is about the reason why I even started.
Yeah,
because I can never get them back. But
yeah, what is it about acting that intrigues you? I've always fancied the idea of it. I'm more of I'm in the process of creating a screenplay. I want to start a screenplay because I like writing and stuff like that. Dope. But my thing about like acting and watching a good,
is it a movie?
My goal is for it to be a limited series, like, you know what I mean, like a multi-part series, and Netflix it or some shit. But we'll see one day. But I love like when the acting's right, when the writing's right, when the production's right, the direction. I love that experience of being absorbed into the story, and it's almost like I'm always curious for an actor or someone wants to be an actor. What is it about it that intrigues you?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a love, like, to be able to like try to be a certain person. Yeah. Like, because you can be anybody you want. As soon as you get into a certain character, you can be any single person you want. And then sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, at first I had a hard time getting out of myself, because in order for you to get to a certain person, a certain character, you need to get out of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, that was a really big like problem, challenge for me.
Sure.
Because like sometimes, like, you gotta act goofy, you gotta act a little crazy. That's like, initially, that's kind of weird. Like some people think that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So like you can't be like too cool to do something like a certain thing. So like, honestly, like, just to be able to do, like, act a certain way, just to be able to openly be goofy. Like, let's say you gotta come in the door, and then you're a cop, but you're a funny cop. Yeah. So you come in and then like you arrest the wrong person or something like that. Like, you just do stuff like, just do dumb funny stuff. Yeah. So it's just enjoyment just to like be whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of what kind of characters have you played?
I bet. You know what? The main character I've always played was a cop.
You played a cop several times?
I played a cop today.
You played a cop today?
That was what I was doing in Jersey.
Okay.
I was in Jersey, really.
You were in Jersey today?
Yes.
Okay.
Today I was doing a music video, and then I was a cop, and then that same director, I was a cop maybe like a month before for his other video. Okay. And that was in New York.
Okay.
But honestly, it's fun. Yeah. Like, because like you actually got to do what they do. Like, you got to be busted inside of a door. We all had guns. Okay. Like, whole lot of fake drugs, money all over the place and stuff like that. So that was one character. That's the main character I played the most. And honestly, bro, I'm not gonna say I'm tired of it, but I'm tired of being a cop.
Yeah, you want to try something new.
Like, I'll be a pimp. I don't care. I'll be something else. But no, I've played. It was like this romantic movie. Okay. And then main character was a woman, and then she had a dude. Her dude was messing up, so she was trying to find like another dude, like the side, something like that. Okay. Right? Yeah. So I was the side, kind of, right? And all then right. So she seen that, she thought on the outside it seemed like I was this macho, like I was popular in the city, had a whole lot going for me, money and stuff like that. But as soon as she really spent a whole lot of time with me, she got to know the real me. No, those people I didn't really know like that. I'm a bum. Yeah. Like I was a whole bum in the whole movie. I ended up getting kicked out in the one scene. She ended up throwing me out the house, throwing shoes at me, throwing her clothes at me, throwing dodging them and stuff like that. What else? I've done a couple things. I've done like something for Mountain Dew, T-Mobile, a gang member. Yeah. And then I had to rob somebody. I had to jump a gate. And I'm not gonna lie, that jumping the gate stuff is hard. I'm not like, when you see in movies, no, they did that take probably like 20 times. Yeah. I didn't realize how out of shape I was until we was doing it, because it's like take 6. I'm out of breath. The producer's looking at me, he's like, "You out of shape, boy." I'm like, "What you mean? Like, I'm tired." Yeah. I've done a good couple different characters, but I would say I haven't done anything that really like I can really say that like capture like my abilities, that capture what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like I'm still waiting for that one thing that I really feel like I can nail.
You going to acting school at all? Like, is that something that they tell you that you should be doing or no?
I mean, no. People told me to like take classes. I go to Mills University. I took my first acting class last semester.
Okay.
So that experience was like new to me. It was different because it was consistently working on that craft.
Yeah.
Like I never had a coach basically. I never had a teacher to like work on me, tell me what the things to do so constantly. So that having that class and then needing to like perform in front of people like consistently. And then, so you need to get out characters so openly in front of a lot of people looking at you. It's not in front of a camera, not in front of like a producer, a director, and one actor. And that was like 20 people watching you right there.
Yeah.
That actually did help me like get used to it, be more comfortable, be open to being more expressive and stuff like that. Because even in the video I was in earlier today, I don't think I would have been that expressive if I did not take that class. Because I was like way more out there. Like I was a cop, so I was playing a cop. Like we in the ceilings, the drugs we put, like they hit money and drugs instead of selling, so I had to go get it. And then I was a lot more open, like barging the door and a whole lot of other stuff.
Yeah, a lot of these like a lot of podcasts that I listen to, some of them are hosted by like actors, and they'll talk about like the level of acting, like I was talking about earlier, but like how like acting classes and like when you're in a scene, why like start thinking about what's the character thinking and why is the character thinking that, and start like breaking shit down where it's kind of just like, wow, this is really, really deep. And one of the things I appreciate about that is because it like introduces you to different like facades of people, different levels of like as we are humanity. Like you mentioned it yourself that you like acting because you're able to become somebody else. So like, what are some of the things that you've learned? Have you had opportunities where you were able to like kind of like think along the lines of the character that you're playing, and it introduced a different type of perspective in life and shit like that?
So you're saying like, did a character I do like, did it like affect the way I think like in real life,
or just showed one way or another maybe? Because I would think, or at least, do you anticipate that happening?
Yeah.
Because I feel like in order to like really push your limits, like you said, you have to remove yourself. You have to remove yourself from yourself to become somebody else. And so it's kind of just like, well, I need to start thinking along these lines. I feel like that's where acting kind of gets like really like deep for me, like just from the outside looking in. Like, it's not just like, yeah, pretend you're this person and call it a day. There's some cats that like get into that method acting where they just get deep and they believe they're that character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely do. I haven't personally like experienced that.
Yeah,
but I do believe that is going to happen, and I can see that actually happening. And I do believe that does happen to certain like actors when they go into a character, like afterwards, or like while they was in the process of filming, or afterwards, like they looked at the world a different way because they was once that person. They once believed every single thing they was portraying. They once like was experiencing every single thing like they believe. Because like, let's say like you're in real life, you're just a cool regular dude, but the person you was playing was I'm trying to think something crazy, was a drug addict that was abandoned when he was a kid, so he's seen certain things in the world. That person probably was traumatized. Like that person probably went through some real big stuff. So in real life, you probably gonna look at the world a different way because you realize that is possible. That can actually really happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk to me about music direction. How's that coming into your life?
That
videos and whatnot like that. You said you direct the music.
Yeah. Videos. Yes. It's really mainly like the ideas.
Okay.
Like the idea behind a music video, and honestly, I just like. Well, honestly, I got a real love for music. Okay. All right. And all I really do is just like listen to like music and watching music videos like when I'm just like chilling in my room just bored. So I be like wanting to like create something, like get something like on the screen, and then just I don't really got a whole backstory why I did that. That really was just something I just wanted to do, which I just like fell in love with.
But how'd you start doing that? Like, what you just reached out to somebody and you were like,
yes, that's actually what happened. Dude named Brandon Oswald. He's out Harrisburg. He been doing music videos for a while, and then I just wanted to do it, and I just hit him up. It was off a DM.
Okay. Oh wow.
It was just off a DM. I introduced myself. Hey, Marcel Richardson. I'm an actor. I was interested in like starting doing music videos, and then he was down to meet me. Me and him hit it off. Like he was probably trying to meet me like 2 days later.
Okay.
Me hit it off, and then he hit me up about like a week later about this one dude out here where I wanted to do a video, and then we just started working since then.
So he didn't you didn't have like a portfolio or something to kind of be like, yo, here's this, because you don't have anything.
Exactly.
You just had acting experience. So did you start acting in the music videos, and then through there you started getting into directing music videos?
No, it was awesome. Shit. The dude was a good dude. He was a good person. Honestly, I think it was the main reason why, because I went down to go see him, like because he lived maybe like an hour away.
Oh, so the fact that you made that drive.
Yeah, so it was just a good look. So I drove down there. We talked for a while, talked about who he was, what we did, and then he hit me up saying, I got this one dude that wants to do a video. He sent me the song. I thought of like listened to it a couple of times, thought of what I wanted it to be. I told him it. He told the artist, and then he wanted to like just go.
Okay,
he was like, that's dope.
Okay, and he's got all the equipment and all that. Like, how's that work with you?
Yeah, he's actually behind the camera. I'm more like the creative director.
Okay,
and then I'm next to the camera.
Okay. You mentioned that you're going to New York, you're going to Jersey. You just came from Jersey today acting. Yeah. So like, talk to me about when you're finding these parts. You're obviously traveling. Mm-hmm. Your flexibility schedule, like you have a lot of flexibility with your schedule. How's that work with you?
All right, I would say. It's hard.
Yeah.
But I would say it's something I want to do.
Yeah.
So I kind of just like make it work.
Yeah.
Cause I've never really been to New York. Never really been to Jersey. I've been to New York maybe like 2 times. Jersey again 2 times.
Okay.
Both times was in like the last 6 months, and both times was often me just like going there for work, for a video or a film or something like that. But honestly, it's just. It's just like a drive.
It's just like, I guess my question then is, do you have children?
No.
So you have like.
No. By drive, I don't mean like actually driving a car. I mean like drive like I want to do it. Like,
you mean like a drive here?
Yes, like a drive there. No.
I was like, yeah, I know it's a drive.
No, not like a car. No, yeah. So I was saying, so it's like a drive. Like it's. I'm trying to think. Everything's like just. I'm trying to.
No, it's so
think
good.
Something's off. Trying to think about what's going on in my mind. I'm trying to get it out. But I would say it's a drive. Like if you want to do it, I truly believe you want to do some shit. Because if you want to do something, like you're going to make it happen, whether it's hard or not. Yeah. Like whether you gotta move certain things around to. Like you're going to make it happen. Yeah. Like today, like again, I had a video earlier. I was woofing earlier. Like this is a fresh cut I got today.
Okay.
And then this right now. So this is like if you want to do something, I truly believe you're going to get it done.
Yeah. My thing is like with like along those lines is, if it's something that you're really passionate about, you'll find a reason to make it work, and it won't be stressful. You're not going to not be stressed, but it's not like unhappy stress. It's like, I'm grinding, I'm busy, stress. You wake up the next day, you're ready to do it all over again. And the dope thing, like while I'm listening to you talk, one of the things that I'm getting from you is like, it's just a matter of, if that's what I want to do, then I want to do it, and I'm going to figure it out. There hasn't, again, I would like you to tell me, I don't want to speak for you, but it doesn't sound like there's any like, I don't know if I can, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Do you have a go-getter mentality in life? Is that something? Yeah,
I do. I got certain morals, certain beliefs. One belief, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big gym rat.
Okay.
And I like people be like lifting heavy weights, and I truly believe like if like
you're a big gym rat, but you were out of shape jumping over fences.
That was like 6-7 months ago. Like, I'm right now. I'm right now. So I'm gonna say I truly believe like when you're in the gym lifting heavy weights, people think they be like, I can't do it, I can't lift this, I can't run that many miles, I can't run that fast. I believe like your mental has to be stronger than your physical, and I truly believe that in life.
Yeah.
Like your mental has to be stronger than talent. Like your drive has to be stronger than talent. Because like if you work on it, if you keep going it, like what's it work ethic beats talent? What's the phrase? Like work beats talent, something like that.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't put it together.
Yeah.
I've heard it before.
I got you, but like I truly believe like if you really stay with something, and you really believe you can do it, like that talent's gonna go up because your mental like you truly believe you're gonna like can do it. Because again, I'm not a like lifelong actor. Like I didn't just like I wasn't just around music video directors, and I didn't just know about this for a very long time. I feel like I've been doing this for maybe like 2 years, and that's me making the decision to do this for 2 years. But honestly, I haven't really done anything like crazy for about since like a year.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm saying like I haven't got a big opportunity until maybe like a year.
Okay.
After I made a decision. Okay. So I would say I started acting 2 years. I haven't really done any acting for about a year. Okay. So I've been saying I actually been acting for a year, even though I made the decision like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I feel like something like that though, you have to be all in. Like when it comes to like something like acting, that isn't something like. I know there are actors in life that they have their part-time jobs and they're acting on the side and they're trying to get in the business, but that's not something you can just be like, I'm gonna do that every now and then.
Honestly, I don't even like to say like actors my number one.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. What is your number one? Like just entertainment business.
I got you. Like I want to be somebody that people can like look up to. Okay. Like it's like I'm not trying to be no lifelong actor. Like I'm using this to build my name up. Okay. To like build a success up, to have some money so I can like build an empire up. Because I want to like do good by this world.
But like doing what though? Like what's something you want to do?
I'm still yet to know. But okay. I know I definitely do want to help people out. I definitely want to like really use what I got to bless others. I do believe like good things happen to good people. And then, like, once you're blessed, give those blessings to, share those blessings to other people. Yeah. So I definitely, truly do want to do that. So this isn't just about, like, acting. Yeah, I love doing it, but
that's a bridge, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's more so a bridge. Like, you know, trying to think of some, like, Nipsey Hussle and P. Diddy. Yeah. Both of them started off as, like, rappers. Yeah. But they they went to, like, doing business. They started owning companies.
Well, but Diddy started off as an A&R, I think, actually.
Exactly. So, like, it was just a bridge. So they used what they got to build something else up. So that's basically what I want to do. So I can just, like, I want to be somebody that people can, like people like me can look up to.
Yeah. So maybe, like, something like some sort of coach in a way, or a motivational. Right now in today's day and age, like what you see on social media, like there's so many different levels of like people using their presence to inspire, motivate, push, coach. I mean, maybe that's something that's in the entertainment world. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's like, I want to do that to celebrities. I'm the guy that the celebrities come to get motivated, inspired, and coached and figure shit out. Like, you never know. There's different levels to it. I mean, even now that you've got your foot in the business, like you said, acting may not be the bag, but you get these contacts, you kind of rub elbows here and there, and then next thing you know,
Yeah, because I honestly, like, throughout, like, I try to, like, I try to get something off of each opportunity I get.
Yeah.
I try to get a relationship, get a contact, get something off of anything, like, any, like, job I get. So, like, usually, like, I just did something for Under Armour, right? So this dude I met, right? I wanted to talk to him about me actually working for Under Armour, like, not like the business wise. I want to consistently, like, be in front of the camera.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. So I wanted to, like, so everything I get, I try to, like, build off of. I try not to just, like, get something and just go straight home.
Yeah,
and not just, like, nah. I like to, like, use each opportunity to, like, come up a little bit, to, like, gain even more from it, to gain another opportunity from it.
I dig it. You said you want to do good in this world one way or another. I'm paraphrasing. What's my assumption then is that you rely heavy on positivity. You're trying to make an impact on the world. Like, what are some of the things that you would like to do in this world as far as change?
I would say one. Definitely make sure people understand the, like, importance of, like, your mental.
Yeah.
Like,
you mentioned that a couple times, mental health.
Yeah, making sure your mental is, like, intact. Like, understand the importance of, like, being at peace, knowing you, and then just, like, just trying to find your purpose and knowing why you're here.
Yeah.
Like why you was put on this earth.
Yeah. You ever think about, like, do you do a lot of reflecting,
like,
in life?
Like what I've been through, like
thinking back, like,
yes.
You just said, why am I here? What's my purpose? You
yes.
ever do a lot of that?
Yeah. Sometimes, like, when I'm at, like, alone at night, just, like, by myself, cause life is so fast.
Yeah.
Like, life is so hectic. You sometimes have a hard time. Like, you don't get a chance to think. You don't get a chance to think about what you've been through.
Until the very end of the day.
Until the very end of the day, when you're by yourself, just relaxing. I do believe that is important, and I think I understand the importance of doing that now, because I do try to realize, like, things I've been through, and what, like, the hard times that I realize I'm past now.
Yeah.
And the things I was praying for that I got now.
Yeah.
So I do understand the importance of, like, going back and thinking of, like, just thinking, like, gratitude, thanking God for everything, like, He's done. Yeah. I understand that now. So, like, sometimes, like, just being alone and just being in silent is a good thing.
Do you like being in the silence? Some people don't like that. Yeah.
No, I would say, like, it can be lonely.
Yeah.
Or, like, I would say, like, for some people it can be lonely, but I would say it's important to get used to like, being in silent, being alone, because once you're alone, I truly believe that is the times where you can think of, like, things you want to do, because you can't really think of, like, you can't really do no deep thinking when you're around friends all the time.
Yeah.
When you're out
living life and shit.
Yeah. So, like, it's, like, times where you're alone. Those are the times where you need to think of, like, what you want to do, of who you want to be, of, like, things you've done, things that happened to you that you were, like, you still maybe have gotten past or may have not gotten over yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you are alone, what are some of the things you're thinking about? Do you have a common thought that keeps recurring, something you keep visiting?
Sometimes I forget about things I've done, like the good things that have happened to me. Cause, like, people, like, you go throughout life, you think, like, you're going so fast, you forget about all the good things that has happened to you. And then you just, in the present, you're like, dang, like, I still haven't got this yet. I still haven't got this far yet. I still haven't. Yeah. So, like, when I'm alone, I do like to think of every single good thing that has happened to me. And I'm realizing I am doing what I'm doing. Like, everything is in motion. Mm-hmm. So, like, I try not, like, that helps me not give up. That helps me just keep on going. Realize things, like, it is happening. What I want to happen will happen eventually, or what I've wanted to happen in the past I have got right now. Which truth, I like a couple of things I have got. Well, a lot of things I wanted in the past I have got now, and I appreciate that. And I like to, like, acknowledge that. I like to be appreciative of that.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, but, like, me and my mom, we tight, and that's something, like, she told me. She said, make sure, like, you have gratitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you gotta appreciate what you got. Or if you're not appreciate what you got, you might not get like the next step yet until you appreciate what you got now.
Yeah. What we talked about earlier, the crossroads in your life where you experienced some loss, you had a dream, the pivot took place. Where were you before that? Like, what was on your mind and what was on your radar before that pivot?
I was just lost. So, like, everything that I'm saying I knew I wanted, I just didn't know how to get it. I was just like, I felt like I feel like everybody should know they're special.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was, but I truly did think I was special. I was here to do a certain thing, and I wanted to do big things. I just didn't know what it was for. Like, I was trying anything. Like, I was just doing anything that came to my mind, basically. But so it was frustrating.
Yeah. Forgive me. Go ahead.
I'll say it was frustrating because like I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to do something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my question was like, what do you think you'd be doing though? Because it seemed like the experiences that you had put you on the track that you're on now. If those don't take place, can you foresee what you would be doing right now? You said that you would be obviously in a state of, I know what I want, I just don't know how to get it. Like, I guess my question,
I know what you mean.
It really is like where do you think you'd be? Because it really does show growth. Like, back to the reflecting, like, damn, had that not happened. Like, sometimes I look in my life and I'm like, fuck, man, if that little moment in my life, if it didn't happen the way it happened, I don't know if I'd be here right now. Who knows where I'd be? And so, like, I was just curious by picking your brain with that question.
I know what you mean. Honestly, if the things that I've been through in the past, like the ones we talked about with my friend, if that never happened, I don't know where I would be right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would, like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like I still would be trying to, like, find my way.
Yeah.
Like, find my path. I think right now, where I truly am right now, I know my purpose.
There you go.
And I love that. And I feel like that is truly a blessing to know your purpose, because you know what you're trying to get at. You're not really exactly lost. I'm not going to say I know. Like, I know everything about, like, I'm perfect.
Fair.
Like,
But you have a better sense.
Yes, I have a better sense of what I'm trying to do, and I understand that. So I would say if that never happened, I don't think I would, like, be on my purpose right now if I didn't experience the things I did in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you follow, like, any mentors or people in the business that are kind of doing something that you're like, that right there, that's where I want to go? Or is it kind of...
he isn't really in a business. He more just like overall like a businessman.
Okay.
Like, it's the dude that said you're out of shape.
Okay.
That was jumping. I was jumping over gates.
Okay.
the dude that said you fat as hell.
Yeah. You, man. You.
So I met him off of that film. His name is Dami, African dude, right? So I met him off of that film. And then I'm trying to remember exactly how we got so tight. But he was talking about some things he was doing, and he was the producer. That dude was the producer, so that means he got money. He got some type of money.
Sure.
So he was telling me some things he did, and then me and him got to talking while we was on set. And then, what was it? I think when I did the music video, I think that was when I hit him up. Because I knew he knew, like, he did certain things in life. Like, this dude owned properties. Like, he's successful. He got, I think, his law degree. He is in real estate. Like, he does a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He's inside the music industry to a certain point. So I knew I wanted to be around that, just to have, like, he's somebody you just want to be around. You might not know the reason why you want to be around him.
Sure, yeah.
But he has a purpose. Like, he holds up a certain type of way. He has certain accomplishments, like, that you kind of want to rub off on him, like that want to rub off on you. Yeah. So I'll say that's someone I could say that's like someone like a mentor that I like to stay in contact with. I like to talk to every once in a while.
Yeah,
just to, like, pick his brain.
They say that, like, to surround yourself with people that are doing the things that you want to do, like that are going to force you to elevate, as opposed to surrounding yourself with people that aren't doing what you want. It does change your game, and it changes the way you think. And so like, I can appreciate that. So it seems like he inspires you. It sounds like there's multiple different ways to get the bag. So there's several sources of income, which is pretty much like a huge successful trait in business people, where it's like the bag comes from different places. And so like, how can I get this money here? And how can I get this money here? Where like, next thing you know, there's 3-4 kind of like blending in. You're not really doing anything. Now you've got making money. And the reason why I bring that up is because like, for this year, I've been kind of like, how can I level up? Like, to the point where like small little steps, like they're big for me. Like eventually I would like to focus on, if I can make money where I got an assistant, then I can have the assistant take care of this shit so I can focus on this to make more money. You know what I mean? Like, the game really is, how can we level up and surround ourselves with people that are going to push us to be better? So in this experience of yours, like you just mentioned, this gentleman, are there other people, or on the flip side, have you had to kind of like put people, push them away, stay away, because you're on a goal, you got a vision, you know what I mean? And sometimes you hang around with the wrong people, they're going to disrupt that vision.
I would say I definitely know to keep like certain people like around me, because like recently I did like start to be cool with like, I like to be cool with like older people.
Yeah.
Like people that got more experience and more knowledge and they know more about the world than me, because then they could like tell me certain things. And then also people that I'll say, like, I'm not gonna say better, but like more talented, like they're farther into the industry, they're farther doing this, because like they already experienced the things that I already experienced. So I can get a jump. I can get a jump on whatever that I'm trying to do just by listening to them. I can skip so many mistakes that they may have made.
That's how you learn, brother.
Exactly, just by being around them. So I definitely do know to keep like certain like the older people, like certain more experienced people around me more, just to keep me going. I'm not gonna say like I push people away. Like I know to limit certain people. I know to like keep certain relationships at a certain level. Like, don't try to bring one person too much higher than they really need to be. Yeah. Like, it's all love, but just don't try to force nothing more than what you need to get out of them. But I'll say something that's really smart to do is to keep people that's like above you, like around you more.
Are you a private person?
Yeah.
The vibe I'm getting is that you kind of keep to yourself. Is that true or no?
No, it is. It is. Like, I got friends, I got people I like to talk to, but I like to say to myself a lot.
Yeah.
I like to say to myself.
I'm the same way. Sometimes my wife like would be like, you need to, like push you to go see some friends, which is good. You want some people in your life, but I'm an introvert by heart. So the irony is I do the podcast, which, So you got to talk a lot. But that goes back to like, when you find something that you love doing, you'll kind of push the boundaries of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
So is there anything in this endeavor of yours that forced you to step out of your comfort zone?
A lot of this.
Yeah.
Like I used to be so stage fright when I was younger. Like I would not be doing so many things I do now. I could not imagine doing when I was 19 or before. When I was 20 or before, because like I be in front of a lot of people. I be meeting so many people. I be taking so many risks now. I be in front of I be on a whole lot of different stages recently.
Yeah,
and then so many eyes on me. When I was younger, I could not imagine that.
Yeah,
and I could not imagine that. But like,
how do you block that out now, though?
You can get caught up in the hype.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I don't like to get caught up in the hype. Like, I do a whole lot of big stuff, and people be giving me credit, and I appreciate that. But I can't get caught up in the hype. And then I remember you said that I like to say to myself.
Yeah.
I do like to say to myself, and I do got people that like to hit me up, even though sometimes like they like to call me, like my mom's my best friend Justin, they call me a lot, and I appreciate them calls. Sometimes it does, like sometimes like when I don't feel like talking, it does sometimes annoy me.
Yeah, no,
but I do appreciate those calls. I don't ever want them to think they cannot call me.
Yeah,
they can always call me.
Yeah,
but I would say to myself, like, because when I was younger, I was way out there. When I was like 18, 19, 20, I was way out there. Like I was always around people. Like I was never to myself. And now I understand the importance of being to myself.
What was the shift?
It's like finding a purpose. I feel like when you find a purpose, like you just know, like, one, you're not lonely no more. Like I can't exactly say I get lonely anymore.
Okay.
So I would say once you get out the mindset of being lonely, you can be alone and not be alone.
Okay.
Like, and not feel alone. You can be alone and not feel alone. But like that. Because you're just like, you're at peace. Like you're away from a lot of drama. You're away from a lot of things you just don't want to be around. You can think about things you want to think about. You can focus on what you need to be getting next.
Yeah. You are you a spiritual person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I grew up in a Christian house.
Okay.
My grandfather was a pastor. My mom, she raised me like to understand God, understand Jesus, understand like things, like the right things to do and all that stuff. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but
no, yeah.
But I would say I'm a spiritual person.
Yeah.
I like to, like, first thing I do when I wake up, I like to pray to God. I'll be like half asleep. I'll be saying my prayers. Like I'll be like losing track of what I said. It's because I'll be doing that straight off the rip. But
that's cool that you at least the effort's there. You know what I mean? I don't even do that. I'm more of like it's all here. I don't actively. My wife is the one that prays, and she's better at that. But I dig it. I like to ask those questions because it's always like interesting to me. Like, even though a lot of people have different like forms of belief in regards to like religion and shit, the spiritual connection itself is like all the same. One way or another, people are like, yeah, like I have a spiritual side. I'm connected. I believe. One way or another, I just think it's dope that there's something that keeps people like in line. And I feel like that's like what's the word I'm looking for? Like when people really need that faith, that faith-based something, because everything that you're doing, it's all based off of like your gut. It's all based off of whether you've seen it done or not before. You
just need to know it comes from a higher power.
You need to. It's the fact, like, this little nugget right here really is just off of like, I don't know where it is. I just have faith. So I can appreciate that. I appreciate this conversation because what it sounds like to me, and again, like, we're just meeting each other, really. I don't know you from Adam, but I'm digging the conversation because I'm getting the vibe like you are at a crossroads in your life where you're doing something, you're exactly where you need to be, you're doing something you want to do, but that one big thing that you have yet to discover, like, it's coming. Does that make any sense? Because I have a feeling like you put yourself in a position to succeed, and you're like, wait, you're ready. And I'm excited to see what that is because you got a lot. I see you're mad patient, you're mad calm, your demeanor's mad calm. You know what I mean? Like, is that how you are all the time? Like I haven't really heard you laugh loud. Like, you know what I mean? Are you a quiet person?
I mean, I'm calm.
Yeah.
Like, I try not to like stress out. I try not to get too angry. I just don't like those sides like showing too much. I feel like there's also like a turnoff for certain people. Some people might not like to be around that. If they know you're like too loud, always angry. Like sometimes like you just loudest in the room. Some people like, well, shut up sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. So I would say I'm calm. Like I've been through some things. Honest, I try not to like. I know when it's good to be calm because sometimes it's hard to be calm.
Yeah. You said that you want to be helpful You know, to wrap up this interview, what is, like, if someone's obviously, people are going to be watching this, so like, what's something that you want people to take away from this conversation with, you know, Marcel Richardson? Like, what is it about you that you would like people to know or learn?
I would say, try to know who you are, and then try to like perfect who you are. Like life is hard, right? We've all gone through things, but don't hold on to whatever you're going through or whatever you've been through. Don't use it as an excuse to be this way, to be like this negative way, to be this negative person, or if a lot of negative things happen in your life, don't feel like that's an excuse just to keep more negativity out into this world. No, use those negative experiences and don't want to put that onto other people. Like, use the next experience to try to put positive things on people so they don't gotta do the same things you've been through, like experience the same things you've been through. And like, life is good.
Yeah.
Be alive.
There you go.
Be alive.
I think that's a pretty dope thing to like proclaim too. Like, life is good even when you're in the middle of the ugliness.
Yeah. One other thing I want to get off. You know, like, about the like storms.
Yeah.
The storm is gonna pass regardless. You can either let like roll on the ground, get down, cover when the storm is there, or you can like boss up. You can get husky to the storm.
Yeah.
So if you on the ground, the storm's gonna pass everywhere else. Remember that. If you on the ground, like, some bad things happen, like, you just give up, you roll over. When that storm passes, you gonna be low. Like, you're not gonna have anything going from. You're probably gonna be in a worse place than you was when the storm hit. But if you boss up, you be husky to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, when a storm passes, you're gonna be strong. So that's like, let's say like something like that happens again, you're gonna flick that joint right off, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you just gotta like, just be strong.
How were some of the ways that you got husky up against your storm?
Man, I've been through some things, I'm not gonna lie. But just don't give up.
Yeah, you didn't give up?
Just don't give up. Like, cause honestly, I truly believe like that's when like your blessings come. If God sees like you going for something, like you really want something, He's gonna send something your way to test you to see if you really want this, and He's gonna be watching you. So if He sees like you really going at it and you're still trying, even though like everything's going to shit right now.
Yeah.
And if you're still trying, as soon as that passes, He's gonna wipe it away. That's when He's gonna send, because He's gonna realize what you turned into, like what you wanted to be, like who you want to be. So He's gonna help you become that person who you want to be.
All right. Word, man. Well, I appreciate that. It's a great way to finish this conversation. Pretty much let go and let God, as they say. You know what I mean? I look forward to seeing where you go. I'm following you on social media, but you ain't posting a lot. So when you start, is that something? I
try to use it like a strategic way. I try not to put out anything.
Because I want to see your growth. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get you back on a year from now and see what you're up to. Because I'm curious. I'm excited for you, bro.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. Marcel, thank you very much, man. That's it.
Thank you.